Financial advisors wanted to record this video for you about demand generation versus demand capture. Now, why should you care? This is just more of for the marketing nerds who really want to know how to best market for their company. And if you're the owner of an RIA, marketing is one of your number one priorities, right? So just want to explain this concept. I found that a lot of financial advisors are not aware of the distinctions. And it could be helpful when you're thinking about the different marketing funnels that you have in your company, because likely you're doing a lot of different things to get clients, and it's just a good way to kind of categorize the different efforts you have. And we'll just click real quick right here. So in a nutshell, demand generation versus demand capture. Demand capture is I'm capturing the existing demand. If somebody's looking for a financial advisor already, and I just need to convince them why they should go with me. Versus demand generation, how do I ask questions, educate, do whatever I need to do in order to get somebody who is qualified for my services, who is not looking to find a financial advisor to work with one? How do I get them to pay attention to me and eventually become a client of mine, right? Now, if you had to guess, which is bigger, which market is bigger? People who are already looking for a financial advisor, or people who aren't looking for a financial advisor who are still qualified? Well, obviously, it's people who are not looking for financial advisor who are qualified. So if you only look at demand capture, you capture a very small percentage of the market, right? So if you're only going after folks who are looking for a financial advisor, then you're doing demand capture. What's an example of that? It could be, for example, running Google ads to keywords like financial advisor near me, and then just having a form that people fill out for them to be contacted by your firm, right? That's demand capture, right? Versus demand generation, seminars, for example, can be considered demand generation, because you're not running a seminar saying, hey, here's why you should hire ABC Capital to manage your wealth and retirement. You're saying, come to the seminar so that I can educate you on taxes and retirement or Social Security or whatever. So you're not going at it directly. You're more using an educational approach to do that, okay? Webinars can be demand generation, and our marketing system is definitely demand generation. Now, we do both. Both are important. You don't want to just generate a demand and just let it go to somebody else. So you have to answer all of the questions that take somebody from not caring to wanting to work with you specifically. And I'll go through all the questions by the end of this short video. So this is kind of a visual representation of the market. So if you look at the most aware people, they'll be right here. There should be a circle around here. Then you have people who are product aware. Okay, so most aware would be somebody who knows who you are, knows what you do, knows your fees and your pricing, knows exactly what you'll do for them, and really understands the problem and everything like that. Somebody who's product aware might not know exactly, what you guys do and your company and all that, but they understand like the categories of certain products. Hey, I could hire a financial advisor and pay them 1% or whatever to help me solve this problem. Solution aware is somebody who is aware of different solutions. So maybe they don't need to hire. Maybe they're just not aware of specific financial advisor offerings, like, hey, this guy's going to charge me $3,000 for a financial plan versus this person's going to help me, manage my wealth for 1% a year, et cetera, et cetera. They might be interested in, I don't know, a robo advisor or doing it themselves. So they're like aware of the overall categories of solving the problem, which could be, hey, just not doing anything, right? But they're not necessarily aware of the specific products. Like, they're not comparing dimensional fund advisors versus VOO, right? That's not the kind of person that you'd hit with this kind of messaging here. Then you have problem aware, and you're going to notice these circles are getting bigger, and it's a representation of how many people exist in the market. So problem aware means that, for example, you have people who are aware that, hey, I might run out of money in retirement if I don't have the right withdrawal strategy. I don't know how I would withdraw my money, but I know that I might run out of money if I don't get something done, right? So I just know that I have a problem, but I don't really know yet how to solve it, or what specific tool or product I should use to solve it, and what kind of company specifically that I should go with, right? So problem aware is the second largest portion of the market, and the largest portion of the market is people who are completely unaware. And these are people that have They're qualified. Again, they're not people who are not qualified. They have the money. They fit your ideal client in terms of financial qualification, but they lack the education to know that, hey, you have a problem. There is a solution for your problem. There are different ways to solve your problem, different products, and here's my offering and why I'm the best person to solve it for you. So a perfect marketing funnel will answer all of those questions and is able to convert people who are most unaware to most aware in the shortest time possible by being most efficient and effective and allowing you to consistently scale your advertising spend month over month, year over year, and be able to reach more people. For example, if you're only looking or if you're only targeting people who are looking for a financial advisor near you, that's a very small segment of people. But if you're able to educate somebody who's qualified but does not even know they have a problem and get them to know and believe they have a problem, explain the cost of not solving that problem, explain to them the different ways to solve that problem, explain to them the different products they could use specifically to solve that problem, and explain to them why you're the best person to solve that problem, and keep their attention for the whole period of time and be able to get them to agree with everything, then you have a client. And there's way more of these than there are these. So this will allow you to consistently scale your marketing spend without running into bottlenecks. So for example, I talk to financial advisors all the time. They'll show me their marketing campaigns and they'll say, hey, I can only spend, for example, I talked to somebody a few months ago that said, I can only spend $1,000 a day on this. As soon as I stop spending $1,000 a day on this and I start spending $2,000 or $3,000 a day, it does not perform better at all. I actually get less leads, less people, less prospects. And the reason why is his marketing was so dialed in to a very specific product and a very specific way of layering that product to help solve a very specific problem for their client, that the people that exist out there that need or are even know about that product existing and are interested in that specific layering or laddering strategy for that product, there's just so many of them, right? So you can only spend $1,000 a day and get the amount of leads that you're getting. So if he wanted to, that was my advice to him, if he wanted to go from spending $1,000 a day to $3,000 a day, there are a couple ways. You can either scale horizontally, so by going to another platform, can I go to another platform and find more people that know about this product and know that there are ways to ladder this product and are curious about that, so I can give them my PDF and get them to consume that. Or he would just have to go one surface level higher in terms of the awareness scale and educate people about that product he was using. And I'm being vague here because I don't want people to go and copy him. But he would have to go and educate people about why that overall category of his product is actually good and the benefits of using that, and then go into the rest of his funnel, which is, hey, here's how you ladder this product for the best results, okay? So this is how you think about scaling your marketing spend. And this is what we do for our clients all the time, right? This for us, it's done for you. But this is just how we think about it in the back end. Now, here are the questions you need to answer for the different people. So the most unaware market is, hey, why should I care? Like, you put a marketing message in front of me, why should I care? That's the first thing. That's the first thing your ads or marketing message, video, email, whatever it is, the first sentence that should come out of your mouth is, why should they care? It shouldn't be, sorry, I can't speak today, but it's 6 p.m., so it's the end of the workday. It shouldn't be, for the past 20 years, I've been helping retirees better plan for retirement. They don't care. Like, people who are unaware, they don't care about that. They care about how things will impact them specifically, okay? So you have to answer the question of, why should I care, in the first sentence, again, the first sentence of your marketing message. Number 2, the next thing you should answer is, why should I make this problem a priority? Now that I'm aware of this problem, you've made me aware of this problem. Why is this a big deal? Agitate the problem, make it hurt, explain the cost of inaction. Explain to me that, hey, I have all these different problems in my life that I have to deal with, these different priorities in my life. Why should I prioritize this over everything else, okay? And then, why your category or solution? So now I know that I have a problem. I know that it's a priority. Well, how do I solve it, okay? And then when you go over your solutions, why should I choose your category of solutions, okay? Why should I hire, for example, a financial advisor and not do it myself? why should I hire a financial advisor and not go through um, my niece who's an insurance agent? Why should I go through a financial advisor who is not a robo advisor? Why should I not just go with a robo advisor, right? So that's one other thing. Why should I not, why should I go with an independent financial advisor versus a bank financial advisor, right? And why your specific product or company. So now they're solution aware. Now they have to be product aware / company aware. Why your specific product or company, right? So this is the part where some insurance agents might start poo-pooing paying fees, or vice versa. The fee-only advisors will poo-poo commissioned agents, right? So why your specific product / company? That this is like, again, this is a very small portion of the potential market. And then the last question you should answer is why your specific offer / pricing is the best option for me. Okay, so I care. Okay, this is a problem. It's a high priority for me. Okay, I see why your category of solution is the best way for me to solve this problem. Okay, I see why your company / your products, like for example, if you're a fee only advisor and you're gonna put me in a DFA model portfolio, I agree with that methodology and that planning philosophy and investment philosophy. And now it's okay, why should I go with your specific offer and your specific fee structure versus somebody else who could be doing, DFA models for me, right? So a full perfect marketing campaign answers all of this in the most efficient, fastest way possible. Because guess what? If you just do this, if you just answer why should I care, maybe you make them aware of the problem, and you don't answer the rest of them, you have educated your competitors' prospects. Because the next thing they're gonna do, they might go search online or get an ad served to them, and somebody else is gonna answer the rest of the questions and get them from you. Because you made them now, you've added them to the market, now they're gonna convert them, right? So typically, you want to start off from the bottom up. As you're building your marketing funnels, you have to start from the bottom up. Start with the offer and the pricing. Why is it the best option? Then start with why your specific company / product. Then go to why your category / solution. Then go to why should I make this problem a priority. And then go to why should I care. If you're thinking about how do I prioritize these different marketing funnels that I'm doing, then this is how you prioritize it, from the bottom up, because you don't want to lose anybody in your marketing efforts. So this was just a short video to explain, again, demand generation versus demand capture. And just to wrap it up, demand capture is this little white bubble right here, is the most aware. You're getting the most aware people to capture that demand, to get them to choose you over other people. Versus here in the blue bubble, which is the biggest part, you want to be, you're going to be doing demand generation, which is, hey, how do I get somebody who is not even in this category to be interested in this category? For example, and I'll wrap up here soon. If you've seen the CFP ads that a lot of financial advisors have different comments about, those CFP ads, if you know what I'm talking about, are going to the unaware market. They're going after people who might not even know or qualify yet to be a financial advisor or be interested in being a financial advisor. They're showing them a side of the industry that might appeal to them to recruit them to be in the industry. They're not going after people who are comparing different designations and different licenses versus CFP. They're not going after people who are comparing CFP versus CEPA or CFF or different designations. They're going after people who have even no clue that they can become a financial advisor, and they're recruiting to the industry. They're bringing them straight down here, because if you go after somebody who doesn't even have awareness about their options, you can just suggest your option as the only option, right? And that way you can create for yourself a blue ocean. And that's why it gets more and more blue here, because this is the most red kind of ocean. Most people are competing here, and this is the most blue ocean. So demand generation really is putting you into that blue ocean marketing strategy, versus demand capture is just red ocean. It's just, hey, I'm trying to show you why my product will give you more income, or my strategy is the best, versus your existing advisor or somebody else you're talking to. And while that can be necessary sometimes, that's not the most fun way to run a business. Operating the blue ocean demand generation side, that's what you want to do. So Because I don't want to share too much in a YouTube video, this is getting pretty long. If you want to know exactly how we do this for your company, book a call. There should be a link somewhere around this video. If you're an RIA over 100 million of AUM, 3 or more advisors, we'll be happy to help and show you exactly how we can do this for you, because it depends on each firm. All right, that's all. Subscribe, leave a like. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Talk soon. Bye.